Today, we're going to talk about this lovely quote. Act as if what you're doing today is going to make a difference, and keep doing whatever that is until you see proof of it in your world. Hi there, my name is Christopher D'Armani, and I help authors go from blank page to finished first draft to published book with ease. And today I want to talk about diligence, because I think that's just a really, really important thing. And I want to just share, whoops, let's go. Bear with me one moment. There we are. That's what I was after. So what I want to talk about today is the concept of focusing on the future instead of the present. So yesterday we talked about personal integrity, which is essentially doing what I say I'm going to do, when I say I'm going to do it, whether I feel like it or not. Pretty simple concept. Sadly, it seems to be a lot harder to put into practice in our lives. And today, I want to talk about future-focused diligence, because in terms of the author toolkit or our author skill set, diligence is probably one of the most valuable tools that we have. And I take this basically from Todd Herman's 90-day year philosophy, which, if you're not familiar, it basically says that the results that I'm getting in my life today, in any area of my life, and those results being good or bad, doesn't matter, either one, the results that I'm getting in my life today are a direct result of the decisions and the actions that I made 90 to 100 days ago. So in terms of looking at our writing, trying to get our book done with this future-focused idea, my results 90 days from today will depend on the decisions and the actions that I take today. Pretty simple concept. Again, it requires that follow-through, right? So here's a question for you. If you want to write your book, but you're not finding yourself making the progress that you want today, and that's sort of been a consistent theme over the last little while, then I think you probably have like three choices. The first one, keep doing what you've been doing for the past 90 days. And sadly, that's probably not your best option, because if it hasn't worked for the last 90 days, odds are it's also not going to work in the next 90 either. So the second option would be to make a new plan, take in whatever information you can to make the best decision you can possibly, and then execute that plan for the next 90 days and see where you are at that point. That's a great thing to do, especially if what you've been doing isn't working. Figure out a new plan, go with that, reassess along the way, make minor adjustments if you need to, but just see where that ends you up in 90 days from today. And then the third option, actually probably combined with the second option, you can ask someone for help, someone who's been there, who's done that, who knows how to get books written and published in record time, and and they also know how to give you that clarity that you need in order to. I guess the clarity is so important, because when we're clear on our objective, finding the motivation to get it done is really, really easy. So often the problem with moving a book forward is that we're not clear on who it is we're writing it for, why we're writing it in the first place, or even what is the result that I want to deliver to the people who are going to actually read this book. If we're not crystal clear on all three of those areas, it can be really challenging to keep going every day, because ultimately you don't have a clear roadmap, right? And that's part of what I talked about yesterday also was the 5-day workshop that I have coming up next week, that if you go back and look at yesterday's video, you'll see a link to it. But that whole workshop, that free 5-day workshop, is designed to give you a complete roadmap for success. So you know why you're doing it, who you're writing it for, all of those things, including how to find the time inside your day to make it all happen. So those are things that you can also do. So asking for help is always a good idea. But at the very minimum, I would highly encourage you to make a new plan and execute that, and then just assess that, 90 days from today, and see where your book's at that point. So if what you've done in the past 90 days is working, fantastic, carry on, and also I'd love if you would share in the comments what that is that you've been doing for the last 90 days that's been so effective for you. Because if it's something that I'm not doing, I would love to piggyback on your success. But if it hasn't worked for you, if what you've done in the last 90 days is not moving your book forward, then I would ask you to make a decision about what your next step is going to be. Simple stuff, right? Let me know in the comments what you think your next step is, and and why you think that's going to help move you forward where what you've been doing hasn't. So I hope you enjoyed that session today. And if you do, I would love it if you would follow me on social media and connect with me on LinkedIn. The links are on the screen. But the simplest way, of course, is to go to sleekbio.com/Christopher, and all of those links are there in one easy to access place. So with that, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I hope you make some great progress on your book today. And I'll see you again tomorrow at 2 o'clock, or 3 o'clock, sorry, 3 o'clock. Bye for now.